welcome along and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. Today we are, well, the plan was to buy a new area of land for us to go and work on. Strangely enough though, something has come up that I can't ignore and that we are going to need to get some emergency funds in. So we're here in our Phoenix this morning because we need to sell basically everything that we have kicking around. And if I pull into the shop here quickly, I can show you exactly why this is the case. Because in here, overnight, this has come up for sale. So we've talked about this a lot. We have one of these already. We've actually got one leased, I believe. Yeah, so we are currently leasing one of these EC250 DLs. This one is 150,000, which is, well, it's 160,000 at the moment, but we would drop the grapple off and we'd put the fast coupler on, which is what our current one doesn't have. And that would make this 152,000. It would be massively, massively useful to us to own this. Would drop a huge amount of money off our leasing costs every day and would allow us to get the heads that go with it and switch things up. So the harvester heads that I get a lot of people telling me that I should get on our current one, or that I have on our current one, which isn't, it's a processor head, won't allow us to do anything other than pick trees up and delimb them and cut them. It won't actually harvest the trees. We'd be able to get a harvester head and just speed things up considerably. So yeah, we're going to buy that. We're going to get that sorted today. To do that, though, we are going to have to sell some stuff. And the stuff we have the most of is right here. Yep, we have a lot of bowls and we have a lot of pepper pots, or pepper grinders. So I'm going to try and load this up here. It's going to be interesting because the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to pull in the side of the shop here and probably just block the road, to be honest. We need to load up to the front here. I need a nice flat area to do it. And I'm just going to block the road this way. Let's undo that. Start this up. And yeah, then the only thing we won't own on our logging setup is this little skid steer. So the next thing to keep an eye out is for one of these, or alternatively, raise these 60-odd thousand we need to get this purchased. So I'm going to quickly go through, because we've done a lot of selling off and things like that over the last few videos. I'm going to get this loaded up very quickly, and then we'll come back and thankfully we have somewhere that doesn't require us to load these all onto the train, and we'll be able to very quickly go and be able to sell all this and see how close we get to the 151,000 we need to buy that excavator. And then we do have some metal rolls as well. I think we've got somewhere between 8 and 10 metal rolls we can sell too, which would bring us in 20-odd thousand, I think, with the current setup. So yeah, that should then be enough to get that excavator. Last box to get onto here, and amazingly, we've only blocked 2 cars while we've been here, which is quite good. So traffic's not been too bad. Pedestrians have kept going through. And yeah, so it's we've not been too horrible to the denizens of the town. Let's get these on there and done. And yeah, we've got 6 boxes of each. So we got 6 of the bowls, 6 of the pepper grinders as well. And if we go and have a look at the best price for these, the bowls are going for 1,945 at Elm Creek, but Sunnyside Cafe is, oh no, actually Silverrun Market is 1,597 So that's a really good price for them. Oh, no, sorry. 1,922. 900, not 500. So Sunnyside Cafe, not far off. Only losing a few pounds by not spending all the time loading onto the train. And then if we have a look at the pepper grinders, for the pepper grinders, Sunnyside Cafe is actually more money than to load them onto the train. So we are going to be taking these all to Sunnyside Cafe and getting them all sold there. That is going to bring us in a whole whack of money, and we'll see how close it gets us to a target. With any luck, it'll get us pretty close, and we won't have to worry about doing anything with the metal today, and we can just crack on with what we were actually planning to crack on with. But it will all depend, really, on how much this lot sells for. 6,000 litres of both of them. Where is Sunnyside Cafe on our map? Sunnyside Cafe is actually just across the road there. So we haven't got to take this very far either. We've just got to get round the back here. And in fact, yeah, Sunnyside Cafe is this building here. So no distance at all. Although we're going to have great fun getting our truck out of here afterwards. Let's just double check this. I think, yeah, this must be Sunnyside Cafe. So, yeah, there we go. Sunnyside Cafe. Let's drop these off, make some quick money, and see where we get to. 101,000. Yeah, we've still got a way to go. We may even grab a container and fill that with some wood for some quick cash today as well. First, though, we've got to head up to our iron furnace and go and load up the metal from there. So into our iron furnace area here, and yeah, we've got, these are worth 5,000 each. We've got another one sitting here, so we've got 9 pallets ready to load up. So what I'm going to need to do is just pull around here, I think, and we'll make this as easy on ourselves as we can. Park this here. It's leaning a little bit downwards, so it's going to be a fun thing to unload, but it should be fine. It should make it easier on us. So I'm going to get all of these loaded up on here. I'm very aware that this is our second episode loading up all of our products and selling them. Sometimes, though, that is the way things go. It's a little bit odd like that. You can get a little bit of a spanner in the works and end up having to repeat yourself a little bit. But if we can get our own excavator, which will allow us to also put a planting head on, that is going to make a massive difference to us. So I don't mind repeating myself a little bit if that means that I'm going to go and get ourselves moving forward quicker. Last roll of metal, and yeah, we've got 9 out of here in total, so that should be another 45,000. That is gonna leave us tantalizingly short of our target of 51,000. I mean, it's just crazy how close we are to the amount that we need. So it might be a little bit more if we're lucky, and we might have something sitting down at the sawmill that we could put onto the train as well. But yeah, we are so close to our target as to be ridiculous. And what I can do is I can buy it with less items, less stuff on it, and then upgrade it later. So I'm quite happy to buy it for the base price we can, and then to update our stuff later. We have got our portable workshop that we could use. So I'm going to go down to the station, and we're going to try something today that somebody suggested in the comments, which to me, it's not something that makes things easier with the train. It is something that makes things cheaper with the train. Now, I think our sawmill actually ran out of stuff to do, or stuff to build with. So yeah, we are out of things here. However, we do have a fair amount of wood chips that we have done nothing with so far. So I think what we might end up doing is getting loading up the wood chips and getting that last little bit of cash we need today from those. Now what I'm going to do with these is we're going to line them up on the platform and only then call the train. So that way all of these rolls are in position and all we have to do is pick them up and put them on the carriage, and then it's done and off it can go, which I think is a great idea. You know, you're not spending all the time while the train's sitting here costing you money, going round, grabbing everything off the trailer, and then putting it onto the train. You're doing that bit here, and just getting things in position before you even go. The downside is if you're putting stuff or sort of multiple rows across, just drop that off there. That's not helpful. Oh wow, that is not a light pallet. Yeah, the problem is if you are trying to stack stuff multiple across, you can only really go 2 across this way, because otherwise stuff gets in your way. But it will still reduce the amount of time that you need to spend getting stuff off your or getting stuff onto the train while the train is there. Should make for a very quick turnaround and a very quick sell-off. So I'm going to get this lot arranged onto the platform, and once we've got that done, we can then start to look at getting the train and getting this stuff loaded. Last pair of rolls down. Come on, back off, back off. There we go. Oh, that was a chore. These are not overly easy to maneuver, these. Right, we need to go and grab the train, and then when it turns up, we can get it loaded up pretty quickly. Here it comes. It's had to back halfway across the map. It hadn't quite left for Elm Creek at the other end yet, so it's been working its way back. And once we have it into the station, what we need to do is... Where's it going to stop just in the right place for me? No, it's going to overshoot slightly. So we want to move it forward ever so slightly, just to get it so that it's easy to load up. We are not loading it with quite so much stuff at this time. So we are going to be just putting this on here a little bit higgledy-piggledy. And a little bit fast. Somebody really liked that that saying, higgledy-piggledy, in one of my recent videos. It's a saying that I used to use a lot, and I don't think I use quite so much anymore. But yeah, I quite like it. I think it's a neat little saying. Right, let's just push these onto here so they're nicely in the middle. And then we'll get the rest of these rolls onto the train. And yeah, we're just going to back it out of the station to the closest sell point for these. And get the money in and see how much we get. At the moment, the metal in Elm Creek is going for 3,400. So yeah, I thought these were going for 5,000 a set. So we're going to be a lot further short of the money we need than I thought. So yeah, we need to probably go cut some trees down. I think we'll fill a container, and that should make up the difference we need in order to get the excavator. But it is January, and it is getting into the afternoon. So, yeah, we are running out of time to raise the money for this excavator today. I'm hoping that these are not about to fly off my thoughts, because that would not be helpful. Not the prettiest bit of loading I've ever done, but they are on there, and they should be able to be strapped down. I've tried to place them all, so we'll get a strap across them each. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's turn the engine off on that to stop it costing me more money. And we're going to back the train out and go and make a bit of cash off this. There's nothing in the shed either. No, we really did clear out our sawmill last time we did a sell-off. Someone said the reason why stuff flies about is because I drive too fast. Take it down. Oh, there we go. There we are. It all went out quite nicely, and 131,000. So we need another 20,000 to get this. Don't know if we're going to be able to do that from just wood chips. In fact, no, I don't think we are. So I'm going to head down to the shop, grab myself a 9 meter container, and just as the snow disappears, we will go and fill that up with a whole load of wood, and that should easily put us over the line. Before we continue, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create my own custom line of PCs suitable for everybody from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. Apex Gaming PCs are offering up to $250 off your next purchase just by using my link in the description below. So go check them out. It's amazing the kind of curveballs that have been thrown at us throughout this series. The initial luck of being able to get the Phoenix and this wheel loader, and now this excavator is just fantastic. But the fact that I'm having to scramble to get the right stuff or the right money in order to get it is crazy, but we will do it and we will be fine. We'll check it's still there. It is, which is fantastic. We want to grab then a container. Now we will get paid for the container as well, so that's fine. We're only gonna go with a 30-foot. I don't think putting a color on it really costs us anything. We'll check. No, it doesn't. And standard design, lizard forestry. Yeah, we'll go with that. So yeah, that is 380 extra. So 4,680. Buy that. Yes. Okay. And yeah, we get paid for this when we've filled it up and drop it off. We get slightly more than we would if we were just selling the wood, but that is because this is a great way to sell this. Let's do this. I'm surprised, actually, after my initial findings with the containers, I'm actually slightly surprised that I've continued to use them, but they are a great way to sell wood, and I can't deny that. We just need to get it onto the trailer, back off, and that then should reseat itself rather nicely, and we'll get our truck to follow us back to the logging area. And I've already picked out a few trees that I think are going to be really good for this, so yeah, we'll go and do those. First though, I'm just going to check how the roller coaster's doing. It's still got to process 80 more tiles, and then stage 1 is complete. It has 881, so it's got more than enough to do it. And then, yeah, we'll see how much we still need to deliver for stage 2. So we have a few larger trees that are still kicking around the area that we've been working at. There's a couple behind us here that will do nicely. There's that tool one there. We'll take that and probably this one behind as well. We've got this one over here. We've got one just the other side of the river, which I should be, in fact, to the other side of the river, that we should be able to cut and do. So, yeah, they've got plenty of trees still around here that we can work with this. That one as well will be a good one to go. So, where's my truck? There it is. Let's bring this here. Let's open those. We will take the hired worker off this. And I'm just going to back it into the space over here so that we'll be able to easily access the container and get it loaded up. And yeah, it's 20 to 4 in the afternoon, so we kind of want to get this done swiftly so that we can get things turned around and get some money in. So we'll start with this one here, I think. That needs to... Oh, God. Proper eye of the needle here. 197 that needs to come at. So 197 is 187. So I need to cut it at exactly that angle there, I think. No, there. 287 there. Right. Let's get the chainsaw out. See if we can see if this actually works. So there. Will this not hit any of my equipment? The answer is... Look at that. Oh! That was stupidly close to the front of my truck, but it did not hit it. That is not the way to do it. Don't do it that way, people. I can hear this running. I don't want this running at the moment. Right. This has 2.1 hours, so this is not going to cost us any more cash. We'll open the head. We want to turn the head round so it's going towards the bottom of the tree. And then out and down. Cut. Yep, that will do very nicely. And then we can pick these up with our wheel loader as we go through. Now, what I need to do is change our cut length up to 9 meters and cut. So, yeah, I think we need 5 trees at this sort of size to do this. So that's what we're going to try and do, and get 5 trees at this sort of size. That last one, yeah, that is too small, so we'll have to move that out of the way. So first tree coming up to finished. How full is that? 20%. So yeah, it is going to be 5 trees of that sort of height. So let's go get some more cut. Starting, I think, with this one and that one, and get them over here. So cut that across the river, and then we'll go cut the other one across the river. So then you as well. So you cut across the river, and we should be able to pick both of them up and drag them across and get both of them cut as well. Now, I've cut both of these trees, and I'm just going to dump the little extra bit over here. But, interestingly, the ponderosa pine, in fact, both of these, you can see here that the length of this lower one here, because it's a bit wide at the bottom, is actually coming out at 10.9 meters. And, yeah, 12.2 meters. So, I need to cut these down slightly. And otherwise we're gonna not make quite as much. Not that that's a huge issue, but we need to at least acknowledge that a little bit. So we'll cut this here, and this should be 2.3, 8.6. So this one here, I want to cut about here-ish, I think, and that will then give me a 3 and an 8.7. That is close enough. Those 2 end bits, though, we will be hard pressed for. And I'm going to turn the time down a little bit because we still need to get quite a bit done today. So I think as long as you're within a meter, it's fine. It's taken the first set of logs, well, the logs from the Ponderosa with no issues. And yeah, it's taken those with no issues as well. So as long as you're within sort of a meter of the length, I think you're okay. This here is now 55% full though. So we've not quite hit 60% with those. Next tree I want to take, I think, is going to be this one. What is the length of this? 35.9. Again, it's another Ponderosa pine. So it's going to take, well, it might be okay at the bottom. We'll see what happens. And there's another one over here. This one actually is 29. So this will be fine as well. This should... We basically want to get 3 logs out of each. And so, yeah, a 29 is going to give us what we need as well. Something I do need to do, we have a lot of little end pieces kicking around here. I need to go through and I need to collect them all up. And probably put them in the back of our truck, I think. And get them over to the wood yard. Our sawmill will definitely take them. And we can turn them into wood chips, which will be very useful to us. That last tree was only just long enough. I don't know whether that will go in fine. I am going to say this is going to be enough. It's not going to be a completely full container, but it will be enough for us to get the money we need. We only need about 25,000, and we're going to get more than that from this. At least I hope we are. I would be mightily disappointed if we didn't. And then, with any luck, we'll be able to take our old excavator down to the shop and replace it with a brand spanking new one. Well, new to us anyway. It's got, I think it's got about 15 hours on it, which is not bad. Actually, a nice low number of hours. Not like our wheel loader here, which has got 45 hours on it at this point. And yeah, this is going to get us fairly close to full this second stack. So I'm quite happy with that. Let's grab this. Then last set of logs for today. And yeah, this is going to earn us enough money. Going to earn us 25,000. Before, in the past, it's earned us a lot more than that. It's earned us more like 40-odd thousand. So I'm hoping this is going to allow us to get ahead on the new excavator as well. Right, let's turn this off. We'll go and have a look at how full this is. 86%. So that should be enough. We could fit one more tree in here, but the light is fading. And I want to get this all finished and done and dusted. So where's the best place to sell wood? Container warehouse. It is. So yeah, like normal, container warehouse. Best place for us to sell our wood, which is why we put them into the containers to do it. And this should give us plenty to do it. And that has got very dark. Right, up the gears and away we go. So how much is this going to net us? Is this going to put us over the top to afford that new excavator? In we come. 39,973. Absolutely perfect. Time to load up our existing excavator and get it down to the shop. All in all, I think this has been a pretty successful day. We have had, well, we've been able to buy this, or we will be able to buy a replacement for this. So this is our old one. We got 2.2 hours on it overall. So just looking in the shop before we buy the new one. For us to go and purchase our existing one here, to purchase this would cost us 227,000. So yeah, Whereas the new one is going to cost us 151. We're not going to put the grapple on it. We're going to put the fast coupler on it. That'll give us more options. Also gets us started with a base setup. We are putting a beacon on it because I think that's useful. We'll put the safety beacon on it as well. And yeah, we've just got the standard windows. So 152,538. We'll buy that. And the other thing we can do now, because we've got a little bit of extra cash, more than just the initial purchase, is we can come into forestry equipment, which is down here, and then we've got the various heads that we can put on it. So this goes on, on our Volvo. So we want to get that. That's 67,000. So this is where we're going to be leasing stuff. I want to lease this. It's not customizable at all. So yes, for 3,000 for that. And then the other thing we want is the harvesting head. Now, where is that on here? Interestingly, I've looked all over the Platinum Edition, and there doesn't seem to be a harvesting head for this excavator, which is a little bit weird. I had expected that would be an option for it, but yeah, there's nothing in here for this Volvo. We got the processor head, which is the one we had before. Then we got the fast coupler, and that's it. So that's a bit weird. We do want to be planting trees before we're processing more trees. But it looks like we're going to have to save up a little and get the processor head, because this here is just, that is just for for doing the stump grinding. There is this buncher head, but this doesn't process stuff. This just bunches or harvests and then bunches them for us, which is going to be really useful. But we're then going to have to put the processor head on it as well. This here is just for grabbing logs. So yeah, I can't see the actual harvesting head, and there doesn't seem to be anything under forestry equipment for a harvesting head. So it's a little bit odd that, and I'm slightly surprised that doesn't exist for this. I really thought it did. So as that's the case, what we're going to do is, I think, leave it for now, and we'll be fine later. But yeah, everybody telling me there's a harvester head for this, and there's not. There's only the processor head, which we're going to need to get another 20,000 and get this with. We need to uncouple all this, and now we can back it off. And yeah, I'm actually tempted to hold on to our hired one until we can get actually a new processor head. We might get all of this back up to our plot, because until I can afford the processor head on this, I don't really want to get rid of this, because that would be a problem. So yeah, that I think is going to be the slightly surprising place that we leave it. We still have this, and we're going to have to get both of these back now. So for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.